All right, all right, all right. Looks like we are live. Today, I'm going to be giving away an entire collection of Splinterlands cards, $70 worth, which in retrospect might be the most that has ever been given away at one particular instance. So might have been a little ambitious, but I hope that you guys appreciate it, and I'm sure that it's going to get all of you that entered on the right track. So that's what really counts. And I had a lot of fun making that video too. So I hope you guys had as much fun enjoying it as I did making it. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, I'll go ahead and link that video for you here. But I think most of you who have seen the Splinterlands content that I make have already caught this one, but just in case you haven't, it's a really good one. I did a lot of editing tricks on that to make it really snazzy and fun, so hopefully you guys enjoy that. Hey, Vileville, I'm sorry. Put your IGN in the content or in the comments here, because you left a comment on the video, but I don't actually have your in-game name for Splinterlands yet. So I can still enter you in the drawing if you give me your name. It's great to see you guys in the comments already. That's awesome. I'm glad this is working out so well. Hey, Tails, pleasure to see you here, man. I appreciate that. All right, so I'm gonna kick this off by just doing a few things to show off my score last season, since we just had an end of season. I'm gonna go ahead and I did make it to champion, which was really sweet. This is my second season getting to champion, which was really cool. The competition's been really tough recently. Oh, Vileville, thanks. I got that. I'll go ahead and make sure you're in the drawing. It's a little teaser into the future for you guys here. But yeah, these are the names that I have today for the drawing. Thank you, Tails. I I appreciate the sentiment. I didn't know that you watched me, but that's great. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw up these last season's rewards. Take a look here. Pretty good. It could have been better, I got one vampire bat, which was kind of sad. This 6,000 merits was a really big pool. It was a really big pull, and I did get a decent amount of splinter shards. I think it ended up being like 42 or something like that. So really excited about that. And the one pack, which, hey, I don't know if you guys knew this, but those are going for $2 on the store right now. When they were going for $1.50, just a couple weeks ago. So really good. Jedi, I've got you in there. Don't worry. I saw that you left a comment, or you had your in-game name in the comments, so no worries about that. And then, yeah, I did sell a few packs today because I have a pretty large collection of Chaos Legion packs. I thought that would display a little better here, but I'm in the wrong tab, aren't I? Yeah, I have 1430 right now after selling a few today. And I see a lot of potential appreciation in those still. Just depends on how the market conditions go. Like we're in the middle of kind of a bull market run in the bear market, if you will, and so I don't know if this will necessarily last. I don't think the conditions that have caused the bear market are really going away just yet, but who knows? I mean, markets are always forward looking, and so if we are at the tail end of the bear market, I mean, this could last a little bit longer at least. So I'm going to keep my eyes peeled and just make sure I continue averaging in, but that's just a little update there for you guys. And so enough about my main account. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of the stream. I'm going to go ahead and log out here and make sure that I get this logged into the giveaway account. All right. You guys are going off in the comments. I really appreciate that. It's so much fun. I will clearly have to go live more often. All right, and so yeah, I know the news tales on the burning of all those reward cards. That is insane, And yeah, the 8 million print comments. So Chaos Legion packs have a chance. That's going to be awesome. Yeah, yeah. I know that I've been stacking on reward cards in my main account personally, and I'm really happy that I did that now. I mean, honestly, I had a pretty long time horizon for those to have any appreciation at all. That was more of a couple years down the road thing, but man, it's really cool to see already. Let's just take a foray into the market real quick here before we get started. But just looking at some of these reward cards, I mean, I remember the Naga Assassin last week was at 2 cents. So just before the news today, even it was probably lower. Pellicor, I remember spiking up to 4 cents earlier today, which for a common, this Pellicor Bandit, that's a pretty big deal because it used to be trading at just over a cent for BCX. And if you know anything about these, I mean, this is a really strong common card with a pretty high circulation. And yeah, see now they're going for, that's almost a doubling in just, a few hours after they announced that they're going to burn the rest of these reward cards. And this card has actually been mostly in print for a good portion of that time. So I'm surprised that it had so much price appreciation, but Neoplanta, I will go ahead and enter you in the giveaway. I think we've got enough cards here for everyone, and you showed up, so we'll make sure you're in there too. Yeah, 2-week-old news for FOMO. I know, right? It's crazy. I don't know if maybe everyone was just kind of clued out because of the prices being so low. They just didn't listen to the news or whatever. But it's really funny how the human brain works sometimes, isn't it? All right, so let's real quick. I'm gonna go through the cards that are for offer today, and so you guys can see what you'll have a potential chance to win. And so ignore this Sharlock Minotaur. I loaned that to myself to get over the power limit here because I didn't want to rent any cards. That was the goals of my challenge. So I cheated a little bit, but I want to keep this guy. He's fun. Everything else here on display is up for grabs. And so there's even a copy of Archimus, the new promo card that was on sale for the Christmas sale. I'm actually curious as to where he's kind of going right now. Yeah, 19 cents. So just a little bit of appreciation. I mean, there's a decent amount of these, but honestly, like for how strong this card is, I'm surprised it isn't higher even already. But sorry about the tangent there. So yeah, there's some pretty powerful cards here, like a Shield Bearer. Grandmaster Wraith would be the ultimate one to get. Like that's as far as like a dollar cost, the biggest, most expensive one in this collection currently. And then I've also got a level 2 Thaddeus here. I think he's probably worth, yeah, good $6. So I mean that's pretty solid. Jin Renova, her stock has just went up today, so there's a lot there too. All right, Ronan, I'll make sure you're thrown in there. Yeah, vouchers, I have been surprised at just how low vouchers have moved recently. But they are getting printed at a substantial rate. So I think that's probably just inflation. And there's really not a whole lot of sinks for vouchers. I don't understand why the team, hasn't put in some sinks for like some of the things in the shop. Like even just requiring it to, take 50 cents off the Chaos Legion packs, for example. I think that'd be a really good opportunity to A, generate some sales revenue for them, and then B, get rid of some of these vouchers that are getting printed too heavily. But I digress. So yeah, there's some pretty cool cards up for confirmation last night on what happens when SP cards come out. Probably kicked off the FOMO. Yeah, I would agree with that. Jedi Sky. Solving Chaos. All right. Yo Jimbo. We've got some fun names in here tonight, guys. I'm glad you all are showing up today to get your spot here. That's really awesome. And I'm sure that these cards are going to find a really good home. And yeah, great point, Wrath. The $70 is no longer $70. I'm actually curious. We can go to Peak Monsters here and look up the value of this collection. Because when I made this video, it was just over 2 weeks ago now. And so if I log in here with my other account, Let me just get this taken care of. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what this is all worth. If we go to my cards, just confirm that. Yeah, so it's actually if we just use list price, is $77 now. So that's a 10% rise in just a couple of weeks, which is pretty crazy. I know $70 isn't a lot of money to most of us, but you know, that is a crazy appreciation for what I've put into this, and I'm sure my main collection is benefiting just as well. So really cool to see that. Yeah, it's a really Peak Monsters is a really cool tool. So there's actually quite a bit you can do with it. You can see the value of your cards. You can see the total value of your assets, which is also really handy. But one of the main things I use it for is for bulk buys. So like if I wanted to buy this Gargoyle Lion, for example, you can go and like look at all the stats. You can look at what's on the market, and then you can either insert a bid or buy up to a select quantity of these cards. So like if I wanted to add this to my shopping cart, if I just wanted the one, you know, I could do that. Or if I go to bulk buy here, you know, I can put what level I want this at. So if I wanted it at level 6, I could just click that. It would tell me the total price, which is 94 cents, and then the average price of these cards. And then I could just hit add 7 to cart. It would buy the absolute lowest cost for current lists. And then it executes it all at once. It's really efficient compared to clicking through the store and grabbing like 100 different cards yourself, which I find that I do quite a bit, unfortunately, on this game. So definitely check out Peak Monsters if you haven't used it. They also have like a little token incentive. If you spend so much on their site or whatever, they give you a little kickback. So it's a really nice tool for that. But I'm going to go ahead and do the first round of the giveaway. So let's go ahead and give away this Blood Maker to kick it off. So not really a very impactful card, but considering this is going to go out of print here very soon, you know, it could definitely skyrocket in price. So let's go ahead and see which of you guys are going to get this card. Oh, looks like MiG-94. All right. Congrats. All right, so I'll go ahead and make sure that gets sent over. Just make sure I got that right. I should have copied it. Yeah, looks like we're good. Okay, sending off the Blood Maker. Very cool. Yeah, DECB with the voucher sync, I think that's going to be a huge deal. Because it could potentially use up the bulk of the vouchers that currently exist. So that's a really good point. I'm interested to see, you know, what the kind of final, you know, balance is going to shake out from DECB between like, will people burn DEC or will they burn primarily vouchers? Obviously, it's going to be more economic to burn vouchers at first, but at what point does the price equalize and then it becomes economic to burn DEC that you have left over? You know, in order to kind of maximize on the bond purchases, because I do think that the bonds are going to sell out fairly quickly, especially in this little bull market run that we're going into at the moment. So bear market rally. And so I think that there's a pretty good chance that DECB has a really good effect of the game. And I also just think that this reward card stuff, hey Steve, how's it going? Yeah, I also think that this reward cards stuff that they've announced today is going to kick off this positive change in momentum for Splinterlands and help with that flywheel getting kickstarted. So we'll see how that works. Okay, next up, we're throwing out a Venari Seedsmith, another card that is going out of print as of today. So go back to the wheel and see how well this goes for you guys. Oh, Jedi. That's all yours, man. All right. Very good. You got yourself a Venari Seedsmith. Now, this card goes for 3 cents right now. It is a rare card. It's Knight, right? I didn't copy it again, even though I said I was going to. All right, so let's get that taken care of. You are now the proud owner of this 3 cent card, buddy. Hopefully that sees some price appreciation too, since this is a fairly low circulation. All right. Now, this card is actually worth a little bit. This is the Warrior of Peace. This is an untamed card. I really like this card for the life team, if especially like early on. It's a very helpful tank, but you won't get the chance to use it in every battle, and so it is a nice card for the price because it used to be a reward card at one point. But with Untamed going out of circulation in the next 6 to 12 months, you're going to want to make sure you get your use out of this now. If you play in the modern format, if you play in Wild, then this is going to be great for a very long time. So let's go ahead and raffle this one off next. Den Vic. All right. Congrats. There you go, buddy. Congrats. All right. So, Steve, what do you got here? That if there's a fire summoner that can sub gladiators, I think each team is getting a soulbound summoner that can do it. I think that's a pretty good estimation because it wouldn't make sense for just one team to have, yeah, a gladiators, because these cards are so strong. Let's just take a little tour here on look at some of the gladiator cards. Oh, right, this account doesn't have any of those. We're gonna have to make sure that we do all cards. There we go. And so there are some really, really strong cards here. Like if you look at some of the legendaries, like this card, would you go up to this like max level? This is absolutely insane for what it actually costs. Like a 5 cost card with these stats and these abilities should not exist in the game, right? So it would just absolutely be game breaking. Oh, they let it slip on the town hall. Okay, that's good to know. But it would just totally be game breaking. Obviously, they didn't intend for these to kind of come to the main game, and so if they are going to make that change, I'd imagine the summoner is probably going to cost in the 5 or 6 mana range in order to and just give the ability to use Gladius cards. If it has extra abilities, they're going to have to really bump up the price, because I can't imagine that them trying to offset these cards with like a 3 mana summoner just would make sense. It would instantly take over the meta. So I'd imagine it's going to be in the 5 to 6 cost range to kind of make up for the low costs on these cards. And Bloodlust is just a really strong ability if you get it rolling. It kind of reminds me of like a weaker version of Kron, the Undying. So on like this card I have on my main account, this Larissa Corrado, double strike and magic. What a combo. I mean, really strong. Like once you get that void too, so that you ensure that if the enemy has magic reflect, you don't actually get hurt by that reflection, it is insanely good. And so I was lucky enough to pull a gold foil Larissa Corrado, and they said the fire one's gonna have -2 armor. Okay, good to know. I haven't caught up on the town hall from yesterday. I need to go watch it. I clearly missed quite a bit. Seems a little lazy creating 5 new summoners with just conscript. Yeah, I guess that's fair. 5 cost with a plus stat. Yeah, -2 armor. I mean, that's pretty strong if it's going to be a 5 cost plus the gladiators. I don't know. I mean, it just feels I agree with 5 cost though, because the 6 cost feels kind of lame, because then it's in the legendary territory, and I'm not really sure if that makes a whole lot of sense for the game right now. Yeah, I think 3 mana summoners need some extra love. We definitely there aren't a whole lot of 3 mana summoners just in the game right now. Yeah, they're all dice are the most recent set, I believe, for 3 manas. Dice and Untamed. Yeah, there's just not a whole lot in general. I mean, that's the thing is like, would I choose one of these gladiator summoners with a stat over Lux Vega? I think I would in most instances. I think Lux's choice use case is just if you want to only have one summoner, which is great, like if you're running a bot account, but I don't know that it makes a whole lot of sense for most people because it's price and it's so expensive. Like nobody on a small account is going to just buy the summoner when you could buy like a couple maxed out summoners from other splinters. It just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense there. So I don't see the argument for just, oh, I'm going to buy Lux Vega and just use that for my bot account. I mean, maybe if it's a bot account, but that's the only use case I see. So like there could be some more 5 cost summoners because really we only have those original like alpha and betas. So I do think that 5 is probably a reasonable price. It seems like it could be potentially broken with how good the gladiator cards are, but I guess they're banking on there not being a whole lot of people with them maxed out, which is fair because you have to be really lucky to get any of them maxed. And obviously really participating in the game. Let's do another giveaway before I ramble on for too much longer. All right. So we're going to go straight to the Pelacor Conjurer. And so this is a pretty good card. You're definitely going to want to take it up a few more levels. Once you get it to level 4 with that magic reflect, it is insanely good. But I have a max copy of this just because it's not particularly expensive. It is a reward card. They do have a lot of circulation of this, even though it's going out of print, but the price is still going to go up soon. So this is currently worth 63 cents, which is a considerable boost compared to where it was when I made the video. So let's see who's getting lucky today. Renting Lux is still very viable for now, I would imagine. Yeah, I would hope so. So that would make a lot of sense. Ryzen 321. All right. I am going to be a smart boy and copy that if it will let me. Perfect. Sending it off. Maybe if I can. There we go. Congrats, Ryzen. All right. One more down. We've got quite a bit to go. I may run out of resource credits, in which case I will either boost it up or write down the winners and make sure to send it off whenever they recharge. But we'll figure that out if we get to that point. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. So next up, we have the Chaos Knight. And so this card is really powerful at the higher leagues too. Once it gets that Inspire, it kind of replaces the old... it was a Mounted Knight. I forget the name of the card. But it's also in life and it has Inspire at the lower levels. So it's a very similar use case for the Chaos Knight. And this being in Modern, which is the format that I tend to play, makes it really impactful for me. And so I do have, a fully maxed out copy on my main. It's a very strong card, and I'm sure that you'll be happy for owning one. So let's see whose new home it is. Oh, that was close. Ronan, congrats. Very good. I am really enjoying the the animation that plays whenever somebody wins. Probably more than I should be, but that's fun. Congratulations. Yeah, I could probably ask for some RC. That's a good point. We'll figure that out. I could delegate myself some RC if I need to, but oh man. Let's throw out the Shield Bearer. So this is a pretty big card. If you guys don't know about the Shield Bearer, you haven't had the fortune, the luck of facing this guy in combat, I'm very happy for you because this thing is a pain to fight. Once it gets to this shield stat at level 5, look out, buddy. It is tough. With the inclusion of Grandmaster Wraith into the game and his armor being able to count against magic attacks, I mean, this is one of the strongest tanks in the game right now, and so its price reflects that. It's a very strong card, even at level 1, very usable. Although obviously it doesn't have quite that same tanking potential. You're gonna want to bring something with Revive, but yeah, Taunt is a really impactful ability no matter where you're at in the game, and so I'm sure whoever gets this one is gonna really love it. Oh, Jedi, you lucky duck. All right, congrats, man. We'll get that sent over. Oh, that is so good for you. I'm sure you're gonna love it. Very cool. Very good. All right. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. The force is still with you. Okay, up next is a Temple Priest. Now, this guy's a little slept on, also an older Untamed Reward card. He's not like super impactful by any stretch, but 4 magic damage for 5 mana at the higher levels is really good. And even, at the lower levels, 2 magic damage is kind of hard to come by, and Dispel can be kind of useful. So it's a situational card. It's not like overpowered or anything, but for the price, fairly worth it. So we'll send this one off next. Yeah, good. I'm glad you don't have to rent him out. That's going to be awesome. Hayabusa. All right. Congratulations on your new Temple Priest. Yeah, you'll have to let me know what you think of him. I'm sure that you'll be able to use him in your games. There we go. Sent off. I want to see how many resource credits I have right now. So, yeah, we're still at 94. We're fine. We're fine. I was making a big stink of it. We're totally fine. Don't worry. All right. Let's throw out the Venari Crystal Smith. This card is so cool. Like when it first released as a reward card, it was one that I knew I had to have because this heal ability at level 1 is basically, or well, at the time at least. I mean, now it's a little more prevalent, but back when it was released, it was basically one of the only ways that you could get heal in bronze. And so having that ability moving forward, I knew was going to be really impactful. So I have quite a few copies of Venari Crystal Smith. And even though the price has kind of gone down substantially since it initially released, this is still a really good card that I use all the time. And so I've got a level 2 copy to give away for you guys today. Looks like the price has appreciated a little bit with that reward card cutoff dropping today. So hopefully you can get some value out of it, even if you've already got one. Jedi, did you rig my wheel? What happened here? Come on, man. You lucky duck. That is so awesome. Enjoy this one. Your life deck is going to be so good, man. You're going to have a great time. Yeah, Divine Healer plus Venari Crystal Smith, really good combo. I don't play much Wild, just because I don't have a lot of those alpha and beta cards. Like when I joined, I mostly went into Untamed, but yeah, definitely a really solid combo. Okay, up next, the Celestial Harpy. Now, this is just a regular Chaos Legion card, but it's very strong. For 2 mana, I mean, having opportunity and flying, which can actually make sure that you miss a few more hits on your harpy there than would normally happen. Plus, at higher levels, you get access to this True Strike ability, which is so good. Right now, the meta is really focused around speed and dodge. And so if you can have the ability to make sure that you always hit, that is really good. Even on a 2-mana, 2-attack monster, I mean, it's definitely for low mana battles a really solid one. So this one is going to find a new home as well. Let's see who with. Oh, MiG94. All right. Congratulations. We've still got quite a lot to go through. So I hope that everyone is able to get something they're happy with. I think there's enough here for that, but yeah, this no miss at gold. Yeah, really strong card. So enjoy MiG. That's going to be a good one. All right, Time Mage. I think this card is super slept on, personally, just because slow is such a really good ability. And it's just a good card. I mean, once you unlock Rust too, that is such a powerful counter to Grandmaster Wraith, especially. But just in general, like if you want to do a melee or ranged heavy build, you're going to want to have Rust in pretty much any comp that uses that, because armor is so prevalent everywhere in the game now. I mean, you just really need to have it. It's such a powerful ability. So we will be giving away this guy next. There's a bad boy over here is at level 2. Let's see who gets it. Oh boy. Very close there, but Ryzen 321. All right. Congrats. That'll be a good one to add to your deck. Here we go. Enjoy. That's a powerful one that I personally like. Okay. Up next, this card is also really cool. Volgwyn. And so this guy's going out of print. Not a whole lot in circulation. Definitely one you're going to want to have your hands on, because having Scavenge on a 2-cost, wow. It can just win you games on its own. And if you can take it to max level to get this Enrage, it just becomes way over its weight class for a 2-cost card. Like it can punch up very strong. And so today I have, I believe, a level 2 version to give to you. We'll wait for this to load, but I'll go ahead and raffle it off. You know what, Carlos? I will let you in, buddy. That's totally acceptable. You can get in on the next one. Costanza. All right. Your first card, the Volgwyn. Congratulations. That's going to be a good one. If it ever loads again. I don't know. we'll make sure that gets its way to you, but I'm going to go ahead and add Carlos into the giveaway while we wait for Splinterlands to catch up here. Oh boy. You know, I pay for fiber internet. Why is that showing up now? This it's only so good, I guess. So here we go. We'll send off that Volgwyn to Costanza. Now, Costanza is a proud member of my new Discord community, Web Freedom. And so he's been telling me about this game that he has been playing for quite a while, called Mobile Minigames. And so I've been checking that out recently. It seems pretty fun. I might do a video on it. We'll see. If not, I'll definitely talk about it over there. But just a quick mobile minigame, kind of like Idle Heroes. I know, Wrath, you've played that one, but start sending gifts to me, cloud it up. All right, so up next is the Runeslinger. And so this one's actually from Rift Watchers, which is the most recent expansion. And so there's very few of it in print. However, this card is fairly just slept on because of its like stun is great, right? Stun is a really good ability, but the rest of the stuff that it gets, especially at higher levels, isn't too great. Like Affliction is nice, but it can be cleansed, and Cripple has gotten a buff, so Cripple is a little bit better now, but it's still not like the best ability to have. And I think really it's this 3 damage that's holding it back. Like if he had 4 damage at max level, I think people would be all over this card. But currently, just a very solid card, and you will find uses for it in certain matchups. But we're going to raffle that guy off next. Idle Heroes gives me PTSD. I know, dude. Oh, there we go. Christian 101. Congratulations. You're the winner. You did it. The Rune Slinger. Enjoy, buddy. Well, if I can hit send, I'm sorry. There we go. Very good. All right. Let's see what's up next. That was the first Rift Watchers card we've given away today. And yeah, I didn't incorporate a whole lot of Rift Watchers card into this challenge because there's been so few of the packs open thus far that the cards are still really expensive. And just the packs being $5 instead of the 4 that Chaos Legion debuted at. Oh, well, that's a problem. Splinterlands decided to do maintenance while I'm trying to give away my cards. Okay, so... Oh, maybe not. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. You guys are just getting to see all my technical difficulties. I apologize for that. It says I don't own any cards. Okay, very cool. Loving this. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. I have no idea what's going on, but clearly it doesn't like that I'm trying to live stream this. All right, so up next is the Corsair Bosun. So if we send 1 BCX rare rewards, this stream will not end. Very true. Okay, so up next, I've got the Corsair Bosun. And this card is also a Rift Watchers card, and it's very strong. I love this card. It is so cool. Just the artwork on it, too, is really neat. Like, they really stepped up the production quality with Rift Watchers. Really cool. And it having Reach plus Reflection Shield, I think is just really powerful at any level of the game. But when you get up to where he gets Cleanse, that's where it really starts to get interesting because you unlock kind of that support benefit in those larger mana battles. And cleansing your frontliner can be the difference between victory and defeat for sure. So definitely a really strong card. Obviously, I play at the higher levels of the game, so that's where my mind tends to go. But this card works at all levels of the game, which is really great. So we'll go ahead and raffle him off next. Yo, Jimbo. All right. Congratulations. Very good. Yo, Jimbo. Like the name. All right, there we go. Enjoy. Yeah, Corsair is really useful in big mana games. I like him a lot. Okay, Evangelist. Now, this card is really good at the high levels because it gets Inspire for that +1 melee and Rust for that minus armor. It gives -2 armor to the enemy team. And wow, that is such a potent combination. Now it is a ranged ranged attack monster, so it can't really benefit from that Inspire. But if you run this in a predominantly melee team, or even just a melee ranged mix-up team, with that Rust, it can benefit from that. So really strong card, definitely not one to sleep on. And it's come down a lot. Like when I started playing this game in July of 2021, this card was like over $5. And so the fact that it's 90 cents right now, I definitely think is a steal. It's definitely not in print anymore. Now, you probably only want this if you're going to be playing in Wild after the next 6 to 12 months because it's going to get phased out. And so that's something to keep in mind. If you play predominantly modern, this does have a time limit on it, but hopefully that whoever this goes to, you can figure something out there. So let's see. Yeah, congrats, Mariana. I hope you enjoy it. Hayabusa. All right. There we go. Hayabusa 21. A lot of 21s in the chat today, I guess. All right. Enjoy your brand new evangelist. Very cool card. Okay. Up next, we have Jin Renova. And this card I love. Really good. Strengthen at the low levels, and I mean it's really impactful at every level of the game, to be quite honest. And once you get up to the max level, strengthen, triage, and that 4 damage, this is a staple of every deck. I think that everyone needs to have this card. And now that it's going out of print, even though a good portion of these have been printed, you're definitely going to want to pick one up sooner rather than later, in my opinion. And so hopefully whoever this excuse me, whoever this card gets rehomed to can really enjoy it. Elistios, good evening to you too. Hey, I saw that you left a comment on the video, but you didn't leave your in-game name. If you want to throw your in-game name in the chat right now, go ahead and I'll enter you in the next couple of giveaways here. But Aeon Man, congratulations. Your brand new Jin Renova. Gonna send that off. Hope you enjoy it. Oh no, it's not a level 6, I don't think. It's only a level 2, so it's worth like 30 cents or 80 cents or something like that. So nothing too crazy. Yeah, it looks like 50 cents on that. So it was just a level 2, but yeah, really good card still. Okay, up next, a Prismologist. This is a fun one. I don't find myself using it too often, but when I do use it, it's really strong because that blast can be really impactful. And at the higher levels, it even gets this silence, which is really strong. Anything that you can do to counteract magic, I think, is really something you need to have, because even though magic is almost off meta now, it's still a really strong thing in the current meta. And so let's see where this one ends up. Okay, Alistos, thank you, but appreciate you being here. Conkle, this might be your first one. I think it is, but congratulations, Conkle. This is a cool card to have. I hope that you appreciate it. There you go. It's all yours. So yeah, really, really big giveaway. It's taken a bit of time, but we're getting through it. I'd say we're probably almost halfway now. So this Grandmaster Wraith, that's going to be a really exciting one, guys. I can't wait to see who that goes home with. But here we go. Adelaide Brightwing up next. I think this might be the most value that we've had thus far on the stream. So whoever gets this, prepare to be excited. But yeah, Adelaide Brightwing, really good card. I personally have her maxed because this swiftness is chef's kiss. And I love the fact that she has immunity, because in those poison matchups, she can still like really hold her own. She doesn't have any armor, which kind of peeved me, before Grandmaster Wraith, but then once he showed up, it all made sense. And it even kind of made sense whenever he wasn't around, because having repair on and having armor on yourself with Resurrect, really strong. But yeah, this card is amazing. And so I hope that whoever it goes home with really appreciates her. All right, here we go. My go-to Splinter on my main, definitely Death. I really enjoy how powerful that Splinter is. Carlos Realm. All right. Congratulations. All right. That is a big win, buddy. I hope you appreciate it. Enjoy, Carlos. That is a really strong card. All right. Okay, up next, another really important card. If you don't have one of these guys, you have to have one. So it's definitely like a game changer once you get this. And you don't think it would be because, it has such low stats, one damage, one health, not really impressive. But this zero mana is what makes all the difference because it can fit into pretty much every deck that you make, especially early on. So this is a really important card and it's going to a new home. Let's see who gets it. Ossified. All right. Congratulations. All right. I hope you enjoy this, buddy. This is a really strong one, too. Okay. Yeah, so Adelaide does end up wasting her revive on a smaller card sometimes. It does suck. Yeah, I wish there was a better way to protect against that, but those snipe cards are opportunity, man. That they'll give you a run for your money. Food for Grum. Yeah, definitely. All right. Let's see. So we got Jared Scar up here. He is going out of print soon now. So there's only been about, I think, 18% of the max supply of him printed so far. And once the Soulbound reward cards come into play, we just got that news, but they will be going out of print. And so if you want a Jared Scar, it might be a good time to pick one up. I could definitely see it going down, if there's a turnaround in the market sentiment here soon. But he's going out of print, and so it's important to make sure that you've got a copy if you want one. So this card at the higher levels, really good. It doesn't always work. It's kind of like the Desert Dragon, where you have to have the perfect setup in order for the Desert Dragon to work, and Jared Scar's in the same way. But when he does work, man, does he just kill the entire enemy team. Hey, Keegan, yeah, just throw your IGN for Splinterlands in the chat, and I'll make sure that you get in on the drawings here. Okay, buddy? All right, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and give away Jared Scar. Yeah, I'll give you 30 seconds here to throw that in there so you can try and get Jared. But really strong card here. I love this guy. I have a maxed out copy. Pops, throw your IGN in there too. I'll give it a second here, buddy. The more the merrier. We've got plenty of cards to give away. Yeah, Keegan, so OP. Really good. Really good card, Jared Scar. Okay, we've got some new names on the board. This is getting exciting, guys. All right, here we go. Let's see where Jared goes. Oh boy. Oh, so close to Yojimbo, but we got Solving Chaos. Congratulations, buddy. Oh, that is going to be such a win. I hope you're happy. That is an awesome card to have in your collection. Enjoy. You haven't used Jared Scar, Wrath? You've got I thought Life was your favorite, buddy. You gotta get on him. He's really fun. This Bloodlust ability is so good. Yeah. Okay. It's the big one. The king of the collection here, Grandmaster Wraith. Who it's double or nothing, baby. Triple overtime. This card is so good. If you haven't had the pleasure of fighting against him yet, whoo boy, he's a trip. This Void Armor here is so powerful. Amplify is important. I feel like it's kind of, towards the tail end of his usefulness as a summoner. The Void Armor and the +1 armor to cards that may not even have armor is just so strong. You want me to save him for last? I guess that's a fair point. We could save him for last. I'll at least save him for a little bit longer since it seems to be some sentiment to do so. So we'll keep you guys hanging in there for the anticipation. But Marrow's Ghost, this is much less impactful, so I'm gonna pick a different one if we're doing that. Let's do Nightmare. I love this card. Honestly, Nightmare is such a cool card. I have a totally maxed out copy of him. It's just so fun. Like, back before speed was really the meta, like, I used to have a Byzantine kitty uh, late in 2021, and I ended up selling him in order to kind of recoup some of my investment and help pay my tax bill. But man, playing Nightmare with Byzantine Kitty and having Nightmare in the first position so that he gets +2 speed, so a total of 9 speed with phase, and that he has the ability to heal up from the Byzantine Kitty with that 13 health pool. Oh my gosh, so strong. Really fun card. This is just a level 1 copy that I'm giving away for you guys today, but I hope that you appreciate it. It's going to find a new home here right now. Hey, thanks, Solving Chaos. I appreciate you throwing that out on Twitter for me. Oh, look at that. Pop's fishing. We got a brand new winner here. All right. Happy for you, man. I hope you appreciate this card. It's a really fun one. There you go. It's untamed, so it will be going out of circulation here in the next, 6 or so months, but really good card, and I hope you find some use for it. Yeah, so close, Keegan. You'll get one. Don't worry. We've got plenty to give away. All right. So next up, I'm going to do the Marrow's Ghost. This card is super slept on, and partly because it's just not a great stat card. Like, even once you get up to the max level here, 3 damage is nothing to write home about. The 1 health really limits it, because even though it has Void Armor, if, for example, there's a rule set with no armor, you just have to absolutely not use this guy. Or no magic, too. There's not a whole lot of point. Ossified sent me a gift. What did you do? Vampiric Blossom. All right. Do you want me to give this away? What's the idea here, Ossified? You'll have to let me know. I'm sorry if you said it already, but I appreciate the gift. Yeah, Marrow's Ghost coming in hot. Let's see who wins. Oh, Costanza by a hair. Very happy for you, man. It's not worth a whole lot, but I hope you enjoy it. That's a fun one. All right. We've got quite a few more to give away here yet. So looking like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't do math. So at least 10, 13. So yeah, about 20, 23, 24 more cards to give away here. So keep them coming, boys. We got plenty to do. All right, so up next is the Pellicord Deceiver. Now this card I actually really like at the higher levels. Once it gets that Retaliate, that plus Backfire means that no matter what happens, you're going to be typically doing damage back to the enemy if they're like a melee attacker. And so in a lot of rule sets, this card makes a ton of sense. With that high health pool for a 5 cost, you can do a lot of damage with it. And flying in 5 speed makes it really easy to dodge things. With Death's debuffs, I mean, I see a lot of use out of the Pellicord Deceiver. So this is a really good card. It's going out of print, and it's about to find a new home. Oh, sorry, Solving Chaos. That was the closest one yet. Yo, Jimbo. Congratulations. You are the brand new owner of this Pellicord Deceiver. I hope you enjoy it. It's a great card. Not worth a lot yet, but maybe someday. All right. Very cool. Up next, we have the Riftwing. So this is a really cool card, and I particularly enjoy it. It doesn't see use all the time, but this scavenger ability is just one of the stronger ones in the game. And once you get it up to these higher levels where it unlocks Headwinds, it sees a lot of use in certain rule sets. And so for that, I really appreciate this card. But yeah, level 3 here given away today. So let's see who's getting it. Oh, Wow. Okay, that takes away our title of closest victor. Conkle, you've got it. There you go, buddy. It is all yours. Wow, that was so close. I don't know if you guys had money on that. I hope not. Just kidding, of course. Crypt Beetle. Really powerful card. Situational. Having shield is really good, but with its low health, especially at the lower levels, any kind of magic attack is just going to ruin your day. And if the opponent has rust, that's a big deal too. So just something to keep aware of. But the 3 mana means that it can fit into those low mana battles really well. And so for that, I picked up a copy for this challenge, and now it is being rehomed. Let's see who's going to get it. Oh, Selwina. I hope I said that right. Yes, I will get you in the next one. Sorry I missed your comment there right before. Uchti, all right. Congratulations. Really good card. Hope you enjoy it. Yeah, very situational, but when it works, boy does it work. Very strong. All right, let's get Selwina. Depends on where that's from, I suppose. Entered in here. Okay, pretty full board tonight. Thank goodness we have enough cards. What are you guys sending me gifts for? I appreciate it, but come on. The Vampiric Blossom, so funny. Thank you guys. And the Solving Chaos. I'll make sure we give those away too, all right? We're not keeping anything. So this is just going straight forward. Hey, thank you, Alicios. I appreciate that. Yeah, very good. All right, so up next, we've got the Silent Shavi. This card is so good. I love it. It's awesome. It gets used all the time. Like, once you get to level 10 and you have this piercing ability, game changer. Absolutely incredible, because armor is really the biggest detractor of this card. And while Cripple does help at the lower, I shouldn't say lower. I mean, 6 is still pretty good. Crippled helps quite a bit in Silver and Gold. That whole armor thing really dampens his day. And then you get piercing. Wow. Really strong. I mean, there are lots of cards in Death that have rust, so keep that in mind. But once you get to those higher tiers, most cards that have armor are going to have more than 2. And so having that piercing ability makes it so that you don't waste any of its damage. All right. Who's going to get it? Keegan, this is my first live stream. I would like to do this more. I'm having a lot of fun, so we will see. But oh, there we go. Speak of the devil, Selvina, you have won this brand new Silent Shavi. Hope you appreciate it. It's a very good card. Secret Flesh, I definitely do not do this daily. Yeah, no, this is my first one. I'm doing this giveaway. So for those who haven't seen, I'm doing this giveaway because I had a video called Gaming's Perfect Form about Splinterlands that's a great still for me to end it on. And I'll post a link to it in case you guys haven't seen it. But it is a video where I challenged myself to do to spend $70, so the price of Modern Warfare 2 in this example, and I got slightly used Shavi. So I spent the price of Modern Warfare 2 in order to try and get to silver in Splinterlands, and I was able to do it. It was a little hair raising at times. I it definitely took me a bit longer than I had anticipated, but I had decided to give away all the cards that I used in that competition, and so that's why we're here tonight. But yeah, I definitely am enjoying this, and if you guys would like to see me stream more, just leave a comment, let me know. But we'll definitely get a couple more streams out. This is just my first one, and I wanted to share this giveaway with you guys, so I appreciate that you're enjoying it. But up next, we have the Night Ghoul, another Rift Watchers card that I really love. I've been trying to get a maxed out copy of this, but since it's in Rift Watchers, it's again a little pricier, and so I've just been dollar cost averaging into it. And I think I have a level 6 on my main. That force field ability is an absolute game changer for this, because once you get into the higher levels too, there's so many attacks that deal more than 5 damage. And so force field allowing you to only take 1 from that is a huge game changer, like really strong. And so that plus taunt in death, it's the only card with taunt in death. And so, well, I actually don't think that's true. I think there might be one other, but I don't have it. And so this this is the card that I have with taunt in death, and it's really strong. But let's see where it going. Oh, Jedi, you lucky duck. Jedi Sky Knight. Taking home the Night Ghoul. All right. Hope you enjoy. Another great card. I'm not going to say I only bought good cards for this because it's definitely not true, but I did try to buy the most competitive cards that I could in my price bracket. So most of these cards I think are really good. All right, up next we have the Arachne Thug, a Rift Watchers card, and this one is pretty solid. Like having reach with the 2 damage at level 1, pretty strong. I mean, there's just not a whole lot of cards with reach in general at bronze, and then once you get it up to higher levels, I mean, these are really competitive stats for a 6 cost. And that trample, when it does go off, is really strong. There's plenty of stun in death too to benefit from that knockout. So really powerful card at most levels of the game. And so I've got a level 1 here to give away. And let's see who's getting it. You may as well be the Energizer Bunny tonight, Jedi. Oh, who's gonna get it? Oh, Mig94. Congratulations. That was close too. Man, that's gonna be a good one. Hope you enjoy. All right. Up next, the Dark Ferryman. So this is a pretty cool card. I just like it. Like the art's not incredible or anything, but it's fun, and it's not going to see use all the time, but it's only 3 costs, so it'll fit into those low mana matches pretty well. And Dispel and Cripple, while they're not the best abilities, they are still really impactful, and when they do work, they can make a big difference. And so for that reason, I picked up a copy of this card for the challenge, and now it's getting rehomed. So you will be receiving a level 2 to the proud winner of this, and let's see who gets it. No, no, Jedi. Oh my God, how many of these have you won? You're crazy, man. Going off on the luck. We're gonna have to have more giveaways and like even the odds a little bit here. This is insane. Oh man, congratulations. I hope you enjoy this one too. Yeah, that one's worth a pretty penny. So I think it was $1.50 or something. So not too bad. All right, here we go. Up next, the Venari Bonesmith. So this is another reward card that's going out of print. It has a decent amount in circulation. And remember that, the rares have to get combined up to 115 copies. So that takes quite a bit of them out. Now, I'm sure some of these are already max copies. So it's a little iffy on where the actual circulation lies right now, but that's about where we're at. And so I love this card. If you don't have this card, run, don't walk. It's my opinion. So this card is so good because of Life Leech. It can really make a difference. But once you get up to about level 6 and you get that 2 damage, wow, it just unlocks a whole new level, because then you can start damaging through Void. And Poison does help with that at level 4 if you don't have the 2 damage or you don't have the money to take him to level 6. But man, once you get that 2 damage, it just opens the whole scene wide open for this card. And I just love him. I use him all the time in lower mana matches. So here we go, raffling him off next. Yeah, Neoplanta, I hope you win, and thanks for showing up. I appreciate you. Yo, Jimbo. All right, congratulations. This is a good one. Hope you enjoy. All right. we're moving and shaking. We're getting pretty well through this. I think there's still quite a few giveaways though. So if you haven't won yet, be patient. Hopefully you'll get something great. So up next we have the Soul Strangler. This unit I have mixed feelings about. I mean, for one, is very strong. Like since it's not loading, I'll pull up the stats, but very early on, like at level 3, it gets 3 damage, which is insane. That's a ton of damage, especially for a 3 mana card. Really cool. It just doesn't have like a whole lot of character or like really abilities that make it stand out. It does get poisoned at max level, which is nice, but yeah, I mean, it's a 3 mana card, so I can't expect too much out of it, you know? So I think it's a very solid card for what it is, and you do see it quite a bit, especially in those lower mana matches. So let's see if I can get that to load. I'm going to go ahead and refresh while we spin the wheel. Carlos Realm. Congratulations. You are the brand new owner. That keeps showing up. You are the brand new owner of a Soul Strangler. All right. There we go. Another card auctioned off. Whoa. The game does not want me to do this, clearly. It is not having a good time tonight. We're trying our best here for you guys. I apologize for the technical difficulties. Ellistos, thank you. I appreciate the bear. Yeah, we're going to have plenty of cards to auction off, guys. And thank you so much for being generous and contributing. And even if you didn't, you know, we still got plenty here to give away. But I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So thank you. Up next, the Cursed Windiku. I love this card. It is so good. And just having Thorns in general on a melee monster that has this much health, you can just plop him in the first position. You don't have to worry about it. You know, really strong card. And once you get heal, boy, that just opens up a whole new dimension of power. Theon TV at Divisoria. Man, I'm bad at that. Okay, hopefully I didn't butcher that too bad. But yes, you can join the giveaway. I'll throw you in the pot as well. There you go. All right, so let's see who's going to get the Windiku. Yeah, Salt Bear. Carlos again, back to back. All right, buddy. Congratulations. What are the odds of that? We got like almost 20 people in here now. That is insane. Congratulations. You are the proud owner of this Cursed Windiku. All right. Up next, this is a big one. Giving away Thaddeus. Now, Thaddeus is a really solid summoner, and I use him quite a bit. Honestly, just this -1 magic is almost always good. People almost always have magic on their team unless it's outlawed by the rules. And the -1 health, even if they don't have magic, always applies. Every monster has to have health. And so unlike some of the other death summoners that have negatives that might not get used, like for example the negative to range on what's her name? I don't remember, but there's a summoner that costs 3 and has -1 range. She doesn't get a whole lot of play compared to Thaddeus, for example. Thaddeus is universally good, and it is now about to find a new home. Level 2 Thaddeus. Hopefully one of you guys who hasn't won yet gets this one. Oh boy, MiG-94. Ossified, that was almost yours. But MiG-94, congratulations. There we go. Well, maybe. Oh, I clicked too many times. There we go. All right. Splinterlands is throwing an absolute fit. Okay. Well, it's out of my inventory, so it looks like it worked. I'm sorry, guys. Hopefully that worked. Yeah, it looks like it's gone. So, okay. I'm not sure what was going on there. But, all right. Up next, we have the Magi Necrosi. This card's really cool. I just like the art. It's very, like, I don't know if you guys have played League of Legends, but he reminds me of Vagar. So just a little mage like shooting, those big balls of chaos energy. Very cool concept. And this card is really strong, especially at the higher levels. Like when you get that stun, that is a huge unlock for him. Oppress is really good, especially on a magic damage card. There are still quite a few cards without attacks, but that will be changing because there are going to be cards that allow the cards next to them to have attacks of the type that they have. And so that's going to be a really cool new ability. I can't wait to see what that does. I wonder how that's going to interact with opportunity or oppress, excuse me. I guess it would cancel it. So that's interesting. Oppress is already like a situational ability. So, it's going to get even worse with that, but hopefully we'll see how it goes. Thank you, Secret Flesh. I appreciate the sentiment. I don't have time to stream every day, but I would love to. Aeon Man, this one is going home with you. All right. Congratulations. Another really powerful card. Up next, we have the Weirding Warrior. The Weirding Warrior. Very good card. Shatter itself is just really strong, like especially because this card is 2 mana, so you can fit it into most compositions. And you really don't need more than 1 damage if you're just trying to get through armor. But then at the higher levels, it has Rust. Well, highest level, it has Rust. And I use it all the time for that because it's so cheap. You can fit it into pretty much any comp that you want. And Rust is always good, unless there's a rule set that outlaws armor. And so this card gets a lot of play for me. So it's going to get a new home right now. Let's see who it goes to. Oh, they will still count as non-attack cards? Oh, thank you, Dennis. I appreciate that information. Ooh, Pop's fishing. Let's go. Another card for you, buddy. I hope you appreciate this Weirding Warrior. It's a really good one. Yes, goes well with Cursed Windiku with the Amplify. Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, really solid card. Gets a lot of use. All right, we're getting down there. I'd say we've got, probably 2/3 out of the way here, but we've still got quite a few to give away. So let's get to it. The Revealer. Now, I do have a level 2 Revealer to give away here, but even then, I mean, this card is good just all the time. I love this card. The fact that it has stun, immunity, and reflection shield, and it's only 4 mana. I mean, it fits into most compositions. Magic is just hands down the best attack type. And while it only has 2 speed, which is kind of a limiting factor, the stun ability plus immunity and reflection shield, I mean, you can just park him anywhere and not really worry about him taking a whole lot of damage, unless they've got opportunity or something. And so he is really strong and gets a lot of play in my death team. All right, at Bagalita. We'll get you in there. Happy to have you. Man, we are at 20 entries, guys. That is insane. Thank you guys so much for showing up. Here we go. Who's getting the Revealer? Keegs! All right, buddy. I think that's your first. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy this Revealer. It's a really fun card. I use it all the time. Oh. Hey, Keegs, did I put your name in here wrong? Or maybe you typed it out wrong? It says it's not letting me send it to you. If you're still in the chat, I'd appreciate if we could get this figured out. Oh, well. Okay, never mind. I just got it to work. I don't know. Maybe I had a space in there or something. Sorry about that. We got it. Got it sent off. Hopefully you appreciate it. All right. Let's see what's up next. I may have to refresh the page here. Oh, we got it. Oh, Harklaw. All right. This is a fun card. It's also going out of print here soon with the Soulbound Reward card introduction. This card I I just like. I mean, it's one of the. I don't use it all the time. It's another situational card, but this card really goes well at the higher levels with that demoralize. I use it a lot just for that. Like if it's in a melee rule set, you're gonna find a lot of use for this card. Alicios, yes, thank you for the gift. I think this is the one that popped up. Yeah. Oh, you've sent a couple cards. I really appreciate that, buddy. Thank you for helping to fuel the giveaway here. There's been a lot of support from you guys, and I really appreciate it. We've got plenty to give away now, and salt bear and a bowl. Yes, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, the sentiment there is positive. I love that. All right, so let's see where Harklaw is going to find a new home. Oh, Uchti. You just barely edged it out there, buddy. Congratulations. All right, you're going to get this brand new Harklaw. Well, slightly used Harklaw. Congratulations. Yeah, Fionn, we gave away $77 worth of cards today. I think one of the bigger giveaways that has been done for Splinterlands. I promised in a video that I did a couple weeks ago. I'll post the link for you here in case you haven't seen it. But essentially, it was about a competition that I did to give away. Well, I was gonna spend the price of Modern Warfare 2 and play Splinterlands with it and see if I could get to silver and then give all my cards away. It's a really fun video. I had a blast making it. It didn't do quite as well as I had hoped, but I think it's just about my skills more than anything else. I need to improve as a YouTuber and get better at the whole title and thumbnail thing, and we'll get it out to more people eventually. But I really enjoyed making it, and it seems like you guys really enjoyed watching it. So I decided to give away the cards here and celebrate the game with you guys. So hope you appreciate that. Up next, we've got the Naga Assassin. This is a card that I absolutely love, especially when I had Byzantine Kitty, because it has that swiftness at the max level. That plus backfire and a base 6 speed means that you're at nat 7 speed with the swiftness, and then you're also increasing the speed of everything else. Then you add on Kitty, you've got 9 speed, which is just insane. And so most people would miss this with the backfire there. It's a really strong card. I love using it. Even, just at level 1, I mean, it's only 2 mana and you get an attack. So, I mean, it's going to fit into most teams at the lower level spots anyway. So, really good card. Let's see where it goes. Thanks, Fileville. I appreciate that. Yeah, I loved making it. It was a lot of fun. Oh, shoot. Divisoria. Maybe that's the correct pronunciation. I don't know. I think I've pronounced it a different way every single time, but congratulations. Your first victory. Got the Naga Assassin. It's a great card. Okay, up next, I think we're going to take a step back and give away the cards that Alicio sent to us. So let's take a look at this Torhio and get this rehomed. So this is a really strong tank for water, and it is in the Untamed set, so it will be going out of the modern rotation eventually, but this is still really good. And if you play wild, I mean, I think you're going to find use for this for a long time. Even at level 1, I mean, I think I still do only have a level 1 copy of this card, but I still find use for it from time to time. Like it's really strong. So hopefully whoever gets this doesn't have it and can appreciate it. Hey Johnny, thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good one. Yeah, I cover very niche games in a bear market, so I appreciate your sentiment, Alistios. I love to hear that. But yeah, I'm setting my expectations appropriately. I just it's gonna take some work to get this out there to people, and I'd like to really kind of make a difference here and help people do the things that I tried to do a couple years ago, and help navigate the sea of Web3 gaming as it comes to life, because I do think there's a lot of potential here. It's just there's also a lot of potential pitfalls that we're running into at the moment. And so I hope that I'm helping you guys navigate it and have a good time here. That's my goal. So while I was talking, I forgot what happened. So Yojimbo, this is going to you. Let me just make sure I got that copied, okay? All right. There we go, buddy. Snaptree, welcome. Throw your Splinterlands in-game name in the chat if you want to try and join some of these last giveaways here. We're running down to just the last few here, but you can still throw your hat in if you'd like. Okay, up next, we're going to give away this Archimus, graciously provided to us from Alistios. And so let's see where this level 1 Archimus gets rehomed to. CGNDC. All right, Snaptree, I got you in the next one. Sorry about that. Costanza. All right. Congratulations, Costanza. Hope you appreciate this one. It's a really cool card. Even just with the level 1, having the Fortify there for the +2 armor. Really good. Adam Blackwell, I'm going to assume that you're typing there, Riscard is your username. So I will throw you in there as well. Okay, 22 entrants, guys. We're running down to the last few. We've got some really powerful cards to give away still. A level 2 Archimus and level 1 Grandmaster Wraith is the grand prize here. So up next, I'm going to do the Sandworm. And this is a card that has a special place in my heart because it was one of the first, Bernice, Rose Ordis Moderator Team Aswang. That is quite a long name, but Tamsack, I'm going to throw you in there as well. I'm assuming that is your username. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but all right. And so now we've got the Sandworm to give away, and yeah, it has a special place in my heart. It was one of the first cards that I bought when I first entered the game. I just liked it, and it did a lot of damage, and I didn't really know what I was doing. So I just thought that even though it came in the deck originally, I wanted to get a slightly stronger copy of it. This card was really good in reverse speed back in 2021. It's still pretty good in reverse speed, but it finds less use at the lower levels. Now it's more of a good card, but it's not quite as dominant as all, because that force field effect came into the game and kind of dampened that a little bit. Now, most of the cards you're going to attack in the last position don't have force fields, so it's still a really strong card, but let's see where it goes. I hate the Sandworm wrap, I know. Oh boy. Hayabusa. Congratulations. You got the brand new Sandworm coming your way. Hope you enjoy. All right. Yeah, if mana allows, because it's a 9 mana card, so it's difficult to fit it in, but really strong. Okay, I'm gonna skip over Archimus since we just gave him away a little bit ago. We'll go to the Zenith Archer. Now, if you don't have one of these, I think everyone could use one because it's a neutral card, so it'll fit into most of your builds, and it's also 2 mana, meaning that it can fit into pretty much any deck that you make or any rule set. And so, even though it's not like amazingly powerful, it can fill gaps where you might not be able to otherwise because of its cost and its neutrality. So, really good card, finds a lot of play in my decks, and I've got a level 2 here to give away, so almost $2 there of value. So let's see where that goes. Alicia's first 3 cards were a Sandworm, Chicken, and a Lorna Shine. I love that, dude. That is so cool. Sold them back and never got myself a new one. Oh, yeah, I had a max level Lorna for a long time. Love that card, but congratulations, Conkle. Another great card coming your way, buddy. Enjoy. It's a really good card to have if you don't have one. So congrats, Conkle. Yes, bots do love the Zeniths too, so they're very expensive. It's because they're pretty good. So they you can use it a lot of ways. So yeah, they have a high win percentage, and you can use them a lot. So they get a lot of data on that. But let's see where the monk is gonna go next. So same deal as the archer. Um, Bots love it, and it's a low mana card, 4 mana, that can fit into a lot of decks. It's a really good off tank, but you can use it as a frontliner in really low mana matches. And so for that, with the heal, it gets a lot of value. And so this card at level 2, I made sure to get it at level 2 because at level 1 it doesn't have the heal, which is kind of disappointing. But at level 2 you get it, so not too much of an investment you got to make there. And so let's give away this level 2 Zenith Monk now. See where it goes. Yeah, heal is really worth it. You definitely need it at level 2. Oh boy. MiG 94. Congratulations, buddy. All right. It's a $2 card coming your way. Really worth it. So good. Hope you enjoy. It was a really fun one. All right. Up next, let's do the Vampiric Blossom. It only seems fitting. So this is a cool card. I don't get a whole lot of use out of it. These abilities are both pretty niche, Oppress and Deathblow. When they do get to trigger, though, like if there's a particular rule set where you have an inkling that somebody might bring a monster with no attacks, or that you'll be able to get them down to the last and still have the Vampiric Blossom. Close range rule sets come to mind, like where or even with the close range summoner that came out with Rift Watchers. So this card definitely has gotten more utility recently, and I see it a decent amount now, whereas when it first came out, I really didn't see it at all. But it is definitely a really strong card now. So got a level 5 to give away. Thank you, Alistios, for sending this over, I believe. And so that is going to be rehomed right now. Oh, Denvik, you almost had that one, but Ushti, thank you. Oh, I haven't tried Splinter Forge yet. It looks cool. I'm interested in checking it out. I think it's a cool concept that you can have a game that's, not exactly the same, that's made by different people, but still uses the same assets. And that's one of the cool things about NFT ownership, is that you can use your assets in different ways. It's like taking your Magic cards and then, playing a different game that's not Magic with them, So it's a pretty cool idea. Oh, Alistio, sorry, I didn't realize that was you. Oh, you know what? I think Ossified sent this one to me. I apologize. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but thank you to the sender of the Vampiric Blossom. I think it was Ossified. All right, let's do the next copy of Archimist. So I have a level 2 to give away now. And let's take a cruise through stats again. I think I glazed over him a little bit earlier. But he has this Protect at level 1, which, yeah, he's 12 mana, so you're not really going to get to use him all that often, especially at the lower levels where they tend to go towards the lower mana cap matches. But if you get the chance to use this guy, he's going to insanely buff your team. Like this +2 armor, that's a really big deal at the lower levels. And once you get to this force field at level 7, he can be a really solid tank too. Like he can actually take some damage. With 11 health and the 2 armor that he gets, and halving is debatable how good that is on him. It does seem to find some use, but the problem with it has a little bit of something I would call Scornergy from having played an old game called War Machine, but it has some anti-synergy with Force Field, because if you think about it, if he hits somebody that has halving applied to them and then they hit back, they probably aren't going to do 5+ damage to him anymore. So he's going to take more damage than he would have if he not had that ability. And so for that reason, it's a little anti-synergistic. Now, Archimist only gets 1 attack. He's only going to attack the guy in first position. So it's debatable how bad that is, but it's definitely not something you want to see happening all the time. So just wanted to point that out. But man, once you get that in Rage too, so strong, really good card. And I just like this card a lot. It's really, really solid, even with that negative that I pointed out. So let's see where this goes. Oh boy. Bagelita. Bagelita. Bagel Ida. Bagel Ida. This is your card. Congratulations. Hope you enjoy that Archimist. I think it's going to be really strong, and it's probably going to rent pretty well here soon after, you know, this whole winter sale things dies down. So really good card. All right, up next we have the Scavo Technomancer, and so this card I just think is really cool. I mean, you know, it has like I don't know if you guys are interested in Warhammer particularly, but it reminds me of the Skaven. Like, he's got the mad science rat archetype going, and it's just really cool thematically, but also really strong ability wise too. 5 mana, it's a little pricey for what it does, so it's situational. That 1 speed really holds it back, I think. But if you find, like, for example, a reverse speed matchup, you can find some good use for this. And Blast is just always good. Like, I used to have Yoden Zaku back in the day, and like Blast will just win you games on its own. And cards that have Blast that can be used everywhere cannot be underestimated. The Rust doesn't really have a lot of synergy with him particularly, but because he has the magic type, but it is good against Grandmaster Wraith, so I'll give him points for that. And it does help the rest of your team quite a bit. So if you're trying to do like a combined arms team where, you know, you've got a little splash of magic, but it's mostly ranged and melee, that's where I really see this guy shine. And blind helps a lot with that too. So there's definitely a use case for him. It's just more niche, and it's a really cool card. So let's see where it goes. This is another higher value card that we've got. Oh man, Hayabusa 21. Another great card coming your way, buddy. Wow. You are not quite as on fire as Jedi Sky Knight, but you are getting up there. This is another great one to add to your collection, so I hope you appreciate it. That's going to be a good one. All right, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. Just a few cards left before the big giveaway. We've got a Uraeus, a Spirit Hoarder, and then Grandmaster Wraith. It's going to be big. Let's see how it goes. So the Uraeus, I love this card. It's also going out of print here soon. Most of it has been circulated, but man, this is a really good card. I use it all the time. It has that poison ability, which means that even if you don't get through their armor with this 3 damage, you know, it could still deal health damage, and a lot of things that are backline that you're going to be hitting with sneak could have low health, and so that can make the difference absolutely in that in some lower mana matches, or just if you get low later into the match and it hits some of those squishier targets. So really strong card. I use it a lot. It just fills gaps in my deck because it's 3 cost neutral. So really strong. I love this card, and it's getting rehomed. Let's see where we go with it. Hey, thank you so much, Jedi. I really appreciate that. I'm glad that this is going so well and that you guys are appreciating it. So I really appreciate that. Divisoria. Divisoria. One of those pronunciations is hopefully right. This is now yours. Congratulations. I hope you enjoy it. Love this card. So good. All these cards are finding great new homes, and I hope that you guys are able to put them to use. It's been a really good giveaway, guys. Been really enjoying it. Yeah, 3 damage poison is perfect. Really good card. Let's see where my Hive credits are getting to. Oh, I only use like 40% of my resource credits there. We're good. We're good. It's all right. We're totally fine. Man, this is taking a hot second here. Let me take this intermission to have a sip. I think I'm going to back it out here, refresh, see if that fixes it. Because I signed a transaction. think that's the one you already sent me. But we will find out. Okay, if I go back to items, fingers crossed, it's just gonna work, right? You're gonna work for me, Splinterlands. Come on, I'm trying to do something here for you. This is for you and your community. Let's behave here. A joke. You know, I don't like that you put me on the spot like that. I'm not very good at this. Um, uh, your mom. Did I do it? Did I do it right? Is that pretty funny? Hope you appreciated that. That was pretty good. Off the cuff. Just right off the dome there. Really good. Solid joke everyone can appreciate. There we go. I got it loaded. So we can move on from that horrible thing. All right. Am I a whale? Great question. I would consider myself a whale. I guess it really depends on your thresholds. Like on my main account, I think I had at one point, like in November of 2021, a total valuation in my account of like 50K. Now it's more like, in the 15 to 20 range. I don't really know. I do know your mother. I'm sorry. But yeah, it was, it's been some ups and downs, in my journey, but I started small and I liked the game. And so I spent some time, so I just made a video today actually about kind of more of my story from a speculation standpoint and like how I got to where I am today. And I traded a lot of NFTs in 2021, like $1 million in volume in NFTs. And a lot of that was me trading through these games like back and forth and like trying to get in and out of projects and then put money back into Splinterlands and Illuvium and Gala Games and some of the ecosystems I really liked. So I would take that money and kind of put it into things that I wanted and take some off the table for myself and, just kind of work my way upwards essentially. And so that's how I was able to achieve some of these higher valuations in these games. And it's been really fun kind of working through that. I really like these economy simulation style games and like being able to work through and like utilize my trading background to like actually have fun in this type of stuff and like really make a difference in like a smaller market has been awesome. It's been really cool. So I really appreciate Splinterlands for that. I like the whole economy side of the game too. It's very exciting. So enough rambling about me. Let's give away the Spirit Order. So this is a really powerful card. Worth about $4 right now, which is really nice. It's a 3-mana card, so it's pretty easy to fit into your decks. And it has Triage, which is really strong because it allows you to heal up in case you get hit by a sneak attack or an opportunity attacker. You also get blind at the higher levels, which can be helpful, especially if you're running a speed-based build. Yeah, Snaptree, I do play a lot of NFT games. I play primarily Splinterlands and Illuvium, but I do like Superior, and I wish there were more NFT games to play because I really enjoy that aspect of the economy side of them. Just for a sneak peek for you guys, since you're here, one I'm looking at checking out now is called The Beacon, and this appears to be an action RPG that is on Arbitrum, which is a layer 2 on Ethereum, and so it seems pretty cool, like what they're doing here. I love the quality and like the animations and art that they're doing. And people seem to really like this. It has like 20,000 daily active users, which for a crypto game is astounding because like there are very few games that can have that value of daily active users. I mean, Splinterlands has like 200K, but a lot of them are bots. So it's very difficult to say how many actual active daily active users we have. I'd say it's probably in the 40,000 range. So, this having this much traction for essentially what is a like a trial, like prototype thing is pretty sweet. So I'll be probably making a video about that soon so you can check that out. But I'm going to give away the Spirit Order now. Let's see who gets it. Arms and fingers crossed. Oh boy. Carlos Realm. Congratulations, buddy. Wow. That was another close one. Very cool. Hope you enjoy this one. This is a super good card. I use it a lot. So that's another great one to give away, buddy. Enjoy. Okay, this is it. The final countdown, the last moment, the big kahuna, Grandmaster Wraith himself. So now, I bought this card for the challenge thinking that it was really going to help me. It kind of didn't. I mean, like, I got more use out of Thaddeus, like most cases. In high mana matches at level 1, this card really performs. But Life as a deck really unlocks at gold. Once you get to this level 3 stage, you get most of the abilities unlocked for Life that make Grandmaster Wraith amazing. And so even you can use him pretty well at silver too. And at level 1, you could actually theoretically use him at silver. I did for a little bit for the challenge. But yeah, this card still really good. If you're at the higher levels of play, this is almost mandatory. This card is so good. Really, really meta card right now. And so I hope that whoever this goes to, you really appreciate it. I mean, this is a really solid card. And yeah, $15. I mean, legendary summoner. I mean, at one point, you know, maybe this card's worth more, but even now it's still worth quite a bit. So I hope you guys appreciate it. Now, drum roll. Hopefully that didn't sound horrible on the mic, but I need to set up. I have a stream deck that I just use. It's not gonna, sorry guys, I can't show it to you. You'll just have to trust me. I have a stream deck that I use for like just macros and like keybinds and stuff. I need to set it up for OBS for when I stream more, and then I'll put on some music and things like that. I just wanted to, you know, really make sure I got this stream out there for you guys in a decent state so that we could give away these cards on time like I had promised. And so I promised to be upping the quality here soon, and then, you know, hopefully you could get even more enjoyment out of it. But I'm sure that this was a great time for those of you participating. It sounds like you're having a really good time here, you know, participating and watching the giveaway. And I'm loving this so far, guys. So thank you so much for this. Without further ado, Grandmaster Wraith time. Solving chaos. Congratulations, buddy. Wow. What an amazing win. Congrats. That is a big deal, buddy. I hope you appreciate it. That's so awesome. Well, what a fun stream, guys. Thank you so much for being here. That was so much fun to do that giveaway. Really, really big giveaway today. Almost $77 worth of cards, and some change actually, because we had some of our lovely users pitch in. So I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for making this amazing. This has been an awesome stream, and I will definitely be doing more of those. So I really appreciate you guys. And without further ado, I'm going to sign off for tonight, but I'll definitely be doing more of these. So thank you guys so much. And oh, Solving Chaos gave me a gift. Well, we're going to have to give away that too. I can't just not give that away. I mean, come on. We got to do one more. We got to do one more. That's only fair. I mean, come on. We got to do one more. Let's give this obsidian away, baby. It is recently transferred, so, of course. But $1.16 for obsidian. That's fairly low compared to where she started. I really love this card. +1 magic is really nice, and with the addition of Chaos Legion, this opened a lot of doors for a strong magic playstyle in Earth, which was really fun, and I used it a lot to climb, so very cool. Yeah, so let's give this bad boy away real quick. Oh boy, where are we going? Encore. Yo, Jimbo, you lucky duck. A summoner. You get obsidian. Congratulations. Man, so much fun tonight, guys. Really cool. All right, so real quick, I am going to plug my Discord. I think it's a good idea. If you guys appreciated today's live stream, I'd appreciate you checking this out. It means a lot to me. I'm trying to create a community of like-minded individuals to talk about trades, to talk about Web3 gaming, to talk about life, and just really have a good time learning and growing together. And I've already got a few of you lucky souls in there with me. If you'd like to join, check it out. I'll leave the link in the comments so you can see if you're interested. But $5 a month. I think it's really worth it. Obviously, I'm a little biased, but congratulations to everyone for the giveaway tonight. And man, this has been a ton of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. So take care. Have a good night, guys. And I'll be streaming again soon, so I'll see you then. And if not, have a nice night.